Hello, welcome. Thank you back for another reading with Walk With Me Tarot. And Walk With Me Tarot because we're on this journey together. So I just want to thank you for taking the time out to be with me as I do a collective general reading for the sign of Sagittarius. That's the sign of November 22nd through December 21st. Okay, if you're new here, welcome. And if you are returning, I'd like to say thank you so much for all your support. Really appreciate it. And hopefully in due time here in the future, I'll be able to bring new content as well. This will be a monthly reading, so it'll be for April 2026. And I will have another one out for May. And I will continue to do the monthly, but I will also add other readings as well as my channel grows. So suggestions and comments are very much welcome. Thank you so much. So again, take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Okay, so for the sign of Sagittarius, I have the first card, which is Four of Pentacles here. Hopefully you can see. Trying something a little bit better because it's getting late. Didn't want to have too much shadow over here, but hopefully this works out. Anyway, this card is showing Four of Pentacles, and that is, it can be a card of success, but it's also a card of like holding on tight. Like the more you hold on, you block yourself. It can be blessings as well too, so it depends on how people look at it. But she's been blessed, she has money, but instead of understanding that she can get more, she's holding on to what she has extremely tight, to the point, look, she even left home. Like, that's how much she valued the money over everything else. That she actually walked out and said, bye guys. So that's let you know, holding on very tightly. If you're holding on tight, you can't receive anything else, that's for sure. And you also block yourself from stepping into that flow, because then you got that energy of lack when you're holding on. So you got Four of Pentacles. Alrighty. The next card that we have, and this seems like it's kind of kind of fitting here, because when you're holding on like that, it's usually due to fear, because we were just saying that energy of lack. So the next card that comes out for you, Sag, is Nine of Swords, which can be anxiety, it can be worry, lack of sleep sometimes, and it's just spending too much time thinking about the future, like you're worrying about things that haven't even happened yet, and in your mind it's going round and round, kind of like these birds up here, just all aflutter. Can't even get your thoughts straight right here because you're so busy focused on the problem. And if you can see, and I don't know if you can, I'm gonna try to be as close as I can. Oh man, well, there's a illusion of a bed back here, and there's a pillow. This woman needs rest. She's tired. Her mind is all aflutter, but instead of resting and seeing, she doesn't even see the bed there. That's how distracted she is in her own head, trying to figure out a solution. And this worrying is getting her absolutely nowhere. It's not helping her to accomplish anything at this time. She's staying up, she's not getting sleep, so therefore she's not getting rest, she's not getting a clear mind, so she can't come to any clear solutions without that kind of clarity. So this is all about worry, spending too much time. Yeah, so just an inability to think clearly at the time. And it seems like you're holding on so tight to something that is you're anxious about it. It's creating a lot of anxiety for you. And maybe letting go would be the answer or the solution at this time, because you're tired. You're probably burnt out a little bit here. The next card I have for you is going to be the Empress. This is for you here, Sag. And this is the card of imagination, abundance. You see she's pregnant with opportunities out here. I see showing in the world. This can also be new businesses and new ventures. It's definitely a lot of opportunities. But this only comes when you let go. And we've stated that before, that if you let go, then opportunities come. It seems like I'm trying to see what's going on here, with what's going on with these opportunities. Because we have holding on tightly to some way. Maybe it's focusing on money too much. That's what I'm starting to see here. When there's other ways of looking at this here. Because you have the ability, Sag, to envision what you want your life to look like. But I feel like you're focused on a lack mentality instead of focusing on what you can do. Because there's some opportunities that seem like they're trying to show themselves to you, and maybe you're thinking it cannot work out. But it seems like here, when I look at the next card, which is 8 of Swords, is the only thing holding you back is you. So this is feeling stuck, and sometimes it's not opening your eyes to truth or options, and then sometimes you let opportunity go just because of your self-imposed restrictions, because you don't see what the possibilities could be. I mean, I'm not saying you don't envision it. You probably envision it in your head, but believing that it can truly just that way is hard. It's extremely hard. I mean, some of us don't realize we're true alchemists, that we're truly magical. We don't see ourselves that way. But we do have abilities to make our dreams come true. And it's not always the traditional way, as some people think. Of course, hard work is very much involved. But this is just being in a mindset of not, no, I can't, or I don't know how. And so you find yourself stuck. But it's what we call self-imposed restrictions. It's not being able to see exactly what you need to, or what you feel you need to see to move forward. So with that being said, here we're going to look again over here for you, Sag. It seems like we got the 5 of Swords for clarification. And what I'm seeing here is that this is a lot of overthinking going on right now. There's a lot of conflict in your mind, in your own head, and it's like it's fear of failure. It's like you're afraid that if I let go of what I already know, then I won't be able to get what I want. But the cards are telling you, letting go. This holding on is bringing on so much anxiety. You know in your mind you're ready to go ahead and seek out these opportunities that's being offered and laid out in front of you. But at the same time, you're not allowing yourself to take those steps. You're trying to overthink the process and figure out exactly every single detail. And that's hard to do when you're stressed out and tired and overwhelmed and burnt out. Because then you have here the Page of Wands. Page of Wands is that creative, that new beginning. And it's time for that inspiration and that energy to start kicking in. I know deep inside, Sag, that you already know. You're very intuitive. You already know what you need to do. It's a matter of going ahead and making that dream come true. It's a matter of going ahead and putting those words into action, because right now you have that ambition. So find that childlike energy. Make believe, make believe. Okay, I'm leaving in 2 months, and there we go. Let's start packing. That kind of thing. You'd be surprised exactly how Source works with that. The universe will actually put everything in place. So if you really want to see it come to fruition, go ahead and take those restrictions, those beliefs of I can or I have to have it a certain way because everyone else said. Definitely not so for you, Sag. You have other plans. So follow your path and your journey to peace and happiness, because it's time to go ahead and release. That's where we got the next card, 8 of Cups. Time to walk away. Time to leave that old life behind. And it's time to pursue that new thing that you want so much. Okay, it's time to release what's not serving you. You know what's not serving you. It's time to let that go and find happiness, contentment, find exactly what you've been looking for. You have to ask yourself, what have you been holding on to? Because right around the corner, when you let go of this overthinking and making this plan as perfect as you possibly can, you're going to find that you're moving from a stressful situation. You get that Seven of Pentacles, which is like reevaluating everything, your journey, and then you're also starting to see. You're waiting for the harvest. That's what you're trying to do, and you're definitely trying to there's nothing more to do but release and nurture. There's nothing else for you to do but release and nurture that dream and go for it the best that you know how. And this is moving from a stressful situation. Usually there's a lot of moving from a stressful situation and embracing like a new, like passionate and a very curious opportunity. You're intentionally leave it behind what no longer serves you. And you're doing this to invest in something which is more fruitful, which is your Seven of Pentacles. See, he doesn't know exactly what's going on under here. He can't tell you exactly what's happening underneath this ground. All he sees is little sprouts that's starting to show. But that's also gratitude. Be grateful for those little sprouts that's starting to show. Because there's so much going on under here. But what he had to do to even get to this point where he sees this was to let go. 8 of Cups, walk away. And then once he walked away, that inspiration, that creativity, that Page of Wands here kicked in, and it changed everything. Just look at that. Now he's waiting for the harvest to come in. He's done the work. He's let go, and he walks away from a stressful situation. Or she, or whoever is walking away. Let me be careful. Keep saying he. Whoever's walking away from that stressful situation. And again, this is a journey that's based on from fear. Like you have to let go of the control and anxiety, and you got to move towards that nurturing of the dream, the seed of the plant that you want to see grow. And this is only currently blocked by a mental trap. So all of this is blocked by a mental trap. And it's scary when you're used to certain structure. It makes sense to you. It's hard to see beyond that. And we tell ourselves that we can, but when it's actually put to test, it's a little bit more fearful than that. Because we're definitely trusting the universe. And we're trying to follow our dreams, which is never an easy path. And it can be rough because we're the only ones, not everybody's doing that. Not to the end. Some people quit in the middle of those dreams. I've been there. So I'm learning now just to follow, no matter how hard the road gets, to keep on pushing, because the clarity comes with that release, letting go, trying to make sense of every little detail, and just follow your heart. And like I said, Sag is very intuitive. They already know. They feel it. So hopefully you got whatever you need to do to start planning for your next adventure in life here. Because again, walking away and letting go of whatever is not serving you is just going to bring you more bounty, a much more pleasant outcome. Because you'll be able to put your energy elsewhere and focus and nurture what really matters to you. All right. I want to thank you so much for taking this time with me with Walk With Me Tarot. Again, this was a general collective reading for the sign of Sagittarius. Again, I will be doing more readings. This was for April 2026. And I appreciate anyone and everyone who's watching. If you do like, please push the like and subscribe button. And I am open to comments and suggestions as this channel is new to grow. Thank you so much for your time. And I'm sending you positive energy. Thank you.